Hi guys, welcome to another review, and as some of you might know, I am a big fan of Corgi models. They're 1/43rd scale models that they've been making for years on end now, as they were founded in 1956, believe it or not. I just found that out today. I thought they were like late 60s, but turns out they were late 50s. So, moving on, obviously, here is another Corgi James Bond car. My favourite cars that Corgi produced, actually. And it is the Aston Martin Volante from Timothy Dalton's The Living Daylights. I'm pretty sure this was his first of the two films he did, second being License to Kill. And I thought License to Kill was amazing. I really enjoyed that film. And of course, here we have Dalton there, also known as Russell. 007, the definitive Bond collection, The Living Daylights, got 007 written there. £20 from a shop. It's not like a stream, it's just like one of those independent ones. Corgi, Aston Martin Volante, picture of that girl, I believe, who he shot. No, he didn't shoot her, he shot her gun from the window. You've got your gun barrel logo there, and the car's tipped. Sorry about that. The Living Daylights, Aston Martin Volante, Corgi logo, and the same basic stuff here, except the woman. On the back here, we've got a description on the film and the Volante there, which is very, very cool. And on the bottom you've got your typical copyright crap, nothing too important. So I'll just open it up now. And if you've seen some of my other Corgi reviews, you will know my favourite of the James Bond cars is the Aston Martin DB5. And my favourite car maker of all time is Aston Martin. Oh dear. You've got a nice little backdrop as well here of the snow as he was driving on. And then he went, oh, spoiler alert, then he went onto the ice and his car went boom. It also comes with this in the package, a little postcard that you would send to them, and they'll send you catalogues. I've already done this as my Skyfall DB5 came with one and I sent that one off. And there is another piece of paper in there, but I'll show you that a bit later on. Moving on to the car. It is awesome. I like the design of the Volante a lot. Moving into the front of the car, you've got your headlights, which look very cool, and they are actually detailed with sculpting. You can, as the light reflects off of it, you can see sculpting here and on the other lights, which looks very, very cool. And the grille also has detail on it, sculpted in, which is amazing. You can make that out there with a nice little silver outline. The paint is very, very clean. More lights here, looks cool. The number plate, that looks very nice. And here we have your logo, Aston Martin, which is painted pretty well. Even if I look at it off camera, I can kind of make out wings on it. It is that nicely painted. Let me just see if I doubt the camera can get it, but oh, it actually can. You can make it out on camera as well. So that is very, very cool. It's also got a nice kind of finish to the paint as well, which is cool. Here we have your tyres, which are, this is the biggest disappointment on the car to me. They are plastic, not rubber. Oh, it's such a disappointment that was. I was shocked when I took it out, but oh well. What are you going to do? It's got some nice chrome alloys. Got these here, which Aston Martins have. What they are, I have no idea. It's obviously a 3-door car. You can see here. The same plastic wheels. On the back we have some nicely done headlights, the number plate, GB sticker, another Aston logo, and the back, which looks very cool. Kind of reminds me of a DeLorean from the back for some reason. You have your roof. What this is, I can't remember. I haven't seen the film in years, literally. Whether it was put on this car for the film or whether it was part of the Volante, just let me know below. It's just a nice kind of matte black sunroof for now to me, because as I don't know what it is. You also have sculpted in windscreen wipers, which I think is a very good idea. Sorry about that. As the 1/43rd scale or Skyfall DB5 had sculpted on ones that actually weren't sculpted onto the bodywork. They were separate pieces, and they just fell off. I glue them back on, but they're still a bit weak. Fair enough if it's a bigger model like my Ghostbusters Ecto 1As, they're bigger, they're stronger. But for these 1/43 scale, I think they should just stick to these. If you look inside the car, you can see seats. That looks cool. The steering wheel, seat, got like a little radio going on there, gear stick, back seats, and stitching on the chairs, which is very, very cool. And it's the same shebang on this side. And on the bottom, you've got some screw holes, some engine details, Aston Martin Volante, very nice. And this is made out of plastic. And it's made out of plastic, the bottom part is, but it is just so heavy. It's heavier than the DB5, and that is literally all metal. So that's a bit of a shock. Now then, a feature it has that isn't mentioned on the outside of the box. 2 exhausts, 1, 2. Now then, if these are pressed, it doesn't matter whether it's together or one after the other, this is what happens. So I'm just going to do it at an angle where you can try and see. 3, 2, 1. It didn't really, but you can get the basic idea of it. The skis pop out from the side. That's pretty cool. So I'll just do it from this angle here. Actually, might make a bit more sense. 3, 2, 1. Sorry. That is extremely, extremely cool, and it's made out of a nice plastic. I thought maybe they should have made it out of metal, considering it might put a bit of stress in it when you have to constantly push it back in like that. But the plastic does seem pretty strong, and the release mechanism is done by spring. That's pretty cool. And I like that they've done the exhausts in black. I mean, whether it was silver in the film, I don't know, but because it's black, the paint can't rub off because it was probably sculpted from black plastic. So it's pretty cool. You also have some nice tread on the tyres, however, they're still plastic. So that's quite a disappointment, especially considering it's Corgi. That being said, this is one of their earlier releases. This was made in 2001. And to get it for £20 is a right bargain. But as I was saying about the skis, here are the instructions which I found inside the thing. As when I first took it out of the box, I looked at it like this and I thought, hold on, what are these? And then I remembered, hold on a second, I'm pretty sure that my DB5 came with instructions. So I looked in and I found them and I was like, oh, and then boom. And they do actually touch the floor when they roll as well, so that's kind of authentic, I suppose. And as I like to do with cars, I like to see how well they roll, or model cars that is. So here is the Volante, just rolling normally. Focus in please, camera. Thank you. Just normal roll. Pretty good. It's just a heavy car as well. If it was rubber tyres, it'd probably roll a bit better. Sorry to keep on moaning about that, but popping out the skis. You can see they've all popped out there. It's pretty much the same. And it does actually touch the floor, so that's pretty cool. So then yeah, as a whole it's a very nice car, and just as a little size comparison, Skyfall DB5 with rubber tyres I'd like to add. That being said, this one rolls really badly and this one has rubber tyres. Regardless, here it is, just a little size comparison. I was thinking about bringing the Goldfinger one, but realistically that one is not correctly proportioned, so I just opted to bring this one, showing you from all different angles. So yeah, very, very cool car. I'm rolling this on camera. Sorry about that. Got a very bad cold. Sorry. As far as the rating goes, I would give this car a 7 out of 10. I think it's fair. It's got a nice little bit. It's got a nice bulk feeling to it, which I like, as it's heavy. And I like this because if you have another car that is literally weightless, such as the Skyfall DB5, if you have a shelf that's ever so slightly slanted, it will roll off. Well, it did on mine anyway, numerous times. And even if this rolls off, what is going to happen to it? It's a big, heavy thing. I mean, some of the paint might get chipped off, but that's pretty easy to rectify. So as a whole, I really like this, and I think, in fact, I'm going to give it an 8. Because it's really, really cool. I like the design, I like the film, the car, the features, and the fact that they're hidden is quite nice as well. So yeah, it's a very cool model, and I'd highly recommend you pick one up if you can find one. And well, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.